Hello everyone, welcome back and this is Naveen from UiBrains. In this video, we are going to discuss about JavaScript Dom manipulation. Uh, so let's make something here. So Dom. So Dom stands for document. Document object model. So here document object model. The shortcut name is Dom. What exactly the DOM? Document object model here is having meaning. What is this document? So document represents your HTML document. Okay, it's a document and object. Generally in HTML document will have all the tags, right? um, in HTML language we'll call them as tags, but in JavaScript each and every tag is an object. So in using JavaScript, each and every tag is like an object. And what is model is the structure. It means this DOM concept is actually it's represent the whole HTML document. What is the concept behind this DOM? Why we have to learn the DOM concept? It's very important in JavaScript. So why we have to learn the DOM concept is, so till now we have already learned so a lot of programming concepts and programming processing logics, right? But till now we have not discussed anything which you can display on the page. Generally in JavaScript, anything you want to display on the page, you must know the concept called DOM manipulation. So what it does is you have to write a processing logic and that logic result has to be displayed on HTML. So how can you display HTML? For example, suppose you have some program here, right? You have HTML. So in the navbar, coding examples is there and it got display coding example. Now what I do is I just change to my name. Okay, if I change this name manually, so that has been changed over here. So this is actually a manual process, correct? What JavaScript DOM manipulation says is you have to write a JavaScript program and that will change your HTML page content automatically. So how it will change is the same way how we have done here. It means I just went to the HTML, I have modified some content, right? So that it will display. It means anything you want to change on the HTML page, web page, you have to change the HTML source code. So this HTML source code can be changed either manually or automatically. Manually means you have to go and change it so that it gets the effect. And as soon as you change it manually, it will be the permanent and static. But what is the DOM manipulation concept is you have to update this particular content dynamically. It means you have to write such a JavaScript program and that program is going to get your HTML elements. It's going to access, yes, you can access the HTML elements and you write some logic and you will add some new content to the HTML tags and those HTML tags is going to be updated. Based on that your browser is going to display something new. So the whole concept about document object model is if you want to change something on the HTML page, on the web page, you want to change anything, you have to change the HTML document. And how you can change the HTML document is using a JavaScript program. You have to access the HTML document and modify that. So the same story is document object model. It means this represents your HTML document itself, but it is like a tree like structure it represents, and you can access the HTML elements, you can modify the HTML elements, and so that it will change on the page. Before you understand about document object model, so let's make a folder structure and then we'll discuss what exactly the document object model is going to do. So first of all, I just keep this as coding examples only. So I will copy the first folder, I'll paste it and I change this to 14 underscore js underscore dom intro, okay, introduction. And here in HTML let's take dom intro and this is also the dom intro. Fine. So add.js connected. Yeah, let me open HTML also. So here let me open the fold page first. So here we can see something on a page, right? So we have a nav bar and we have a body. So this data is actually coming from your HTML. Okay. So what is the DOM manipulation concept is you can modify. How you can modify is the whole page, the whole web page, the whole HTML document is an object. It's called document object. What is this document object is? This document object represents your complete HTML document. And we have another object in JavaScript that's called window object. What is this window object is that represents the whole browser. If you want to understand this, see we have a math object, date object, like that, right? So why they have given a math built-in object is you have to perform a mathematical operations, and why they have given date object is you have to perform a date-related operation. Same like that. If you want to do some DOM-related operations, you have a document object. You want to do something on the browser changes. You want to close the tab and you want to open a new tab. You want to enter the URL and all this you have window objects. It means these two objects are used to modify something on a page. The complete DOM manipulation concept is depend on the document object, window object. Window object we're going to see later. So first let's start with document object. So as I said, the document object represents your complete HTML document. If you want to know this, see here. I have a HTML document. It is connected to the app.js. In app.js, I'm gonna write a simple console.log of document. If I say console.log of documents, what happens? When I open a console window, you got a document, okay? But when I expand the document, see what you got? You got a complete HTML source code. It means using a JavaScript document object, you can access the whole HTML source code. Okay, that is this one. So you have a head section, you have all the tags and all. You know, the whole concept of document object model is you can access the HTML elements, you can access the HTML tags, you can modify them and append it back to the HTML so that it will display some dynamic content on the page. That's how it works. So first let's understand how to access the HTML tags and then how to modify, how to add some styles, so everything we're gonna see now. So first of all, you have access the complete HTML document like this. Okay, and then I want to access the uh, this one. I just want to access the head tag. How to access the head tag is, so document is actually a bigger object which have internal nested another objects. So let's take head tag is, you can just say console.log of document.head. So generally we write mobile.brand lights. So same like the document.head. So just check here. See, you get the head tag. If you want to access the title, this title, you write how to access title is you can just say console.log of document.title. So you can access the title. Title, I think you know this on the tab. What is there? That's called a title. Okay, fine. Next, you want to access the body tag. You can just say console.log of document.body. So you get the whole body tag. Okay, so like this, you're gonna get access. Fine. Now tell me, there is a nav tag, right? There is a nav tag. I want to access the nav tag. Tell me how to access. Can I say console.log of document dot nav? Can I access document dot nav? Actually, you get undefined. You didn't get the nav tag. Actually, you can't access like this because see head, title, and body. So head tag, title tag, body tag can only be written only once in your HTML document, but the nav tag can be written multiple number of times, right? You may use for main navigation bar, you want to make some nav tabs, so we use multiple times nav tag. So how to access the nav tag? We can't say document.nav directly. You have a certain functions to access those elements. So if you want to understand what functions are there to access the HTML elements is, uh, let's tell me, you have a nav tag, right? So for this nav tag, I want to change the styles in CSS. How can you select the elements in CSS? If you know how to select the elements in CSS, you can easily understand how to select the elements in JavaScript also. First tell me, let me change this language to the HTML, okay? So I have a nav tag, okay? So this tag in CSS, how to select? In CSS, how to select is you're gonna write nav, open close. So this is how you write in CSS, correct? And here you write text align, background color, font family, and all this. Same way, how you can select the HTML tag in JavaScript is you have a function, so that is document dot document dot query selector, and you're gonna just provide a nav. Okay, you can just say document.querySelector of nav. So nav tag is gonna get. If you understand this thing, generally some people will write document.get element by tag name. That's almost the old one. It's a new one. Okay, if you know this one, your jQuery even easy. In jQuery, what we do is you just use dollar dot no dollar in the brackets. You can just say nav. That's it. This is called jQuery. Now same way, suppose you have a nav tag with an ID, something called test. So nav tag with having an ID called test. So how can you access this one? I want to access the ID selector. So how you do ID selector in CSS? You just do a hash test, correct? You do hash test. Same way in JavaScript also, you just say hash test, and here also hash test. That's it. Just call to select any element using its ID. You want to select tag name, you do it this way. And even you have a nav bar with class name. Okay, you have a class selector like ABC. You have a class called container you take. Okay, you have a class called container. So how can you select this an element with a class called container is you will write um, dot container like this in CSS, right? Same story. What you do in JavaScript is dot container, same function. And jQuery even dead easy. You gotta write dot container. Okay, so this is how you're gonna select the elements in JavaScript. So document dot query selector of tag name or ID or class whatever. Even its child element is there. Suppose you have an anchor tag. Okay, so anchor tag inside this class name, what you do? Container space A. Same story here, container space A, and here also container space A. You can access in this way. Okay, so let's start here. I have nav tag. So tell me how to access this nav tag. Uh, you can just say let nav tag is equal to document dot query selector of nav. That's it. You can just say console.log of nav tag. So you can access the nav tag. So you got a nav tag. Now I don't want to access the nav tag. I want to access the anchor tag. What you can do, nav space A. So what happens? See, you get the anchor tag. Okay, fine. Let's make it separate. Let's take anchor tag. Okay, how to access? Let's anchor tag is equal to so document dot query selector of hash not hash nav space a. Okay, so let's say console.log of anchor tag. Okay, if you just say anchor tag, so you can access the anchor tag. Now one more thing is, I don't want the whole anchor tag. I just want to access the text between anchor tag. What is the text between anchor tag is JS DOM intro. I just want to access this particular string between this tags. Okay, this particular text I want. So how to access this text is, so which tag text you want? I need anchor tag text. I already got anchor tag, right? So you want to get the text that's called inner text. Okay, so let's say uh, let the text is equal to anchor tag dot inner text, and if I just say console dot log of the text, just check. See, I can able to access only the text between the tag. That's called the element dot inner text is a property. Okay, and yeah, one more thing, I want to change this text. I want to change this particular text because anchor tag only having this, right? This set anchor tag is having Dom, just Dom. If I change to my name, so what happens? You got my name, but I have made it manually, but I want to do that using JavaScript. I have to change this to my name. How you can do is, see here, simple story. Anchor tag dot inner text means you can access. To change means, simple example, suppose you have mobile objects. You have mobile object, right? So mobile dot price, if I say console dot log of mobile dot price, what happens? You get the price. You want to change the price, update operation. What do you do? Mobile dot price is equal to something. Same way, anchor tag dot inner text, so you can access, right? If you want to change it, anchor tag dot inner text is equal to something. Okay, let's say change the inner text. How to change the inner text is anchor tag dot inner text is equal to, I am writing my name. Now check, see, it is changed to my name. And also please check in HTML what is there. DOM intro is there, but what is display here? What is display here? My name, because I have modified. Suppose if you don't write this line, if I comment it, what will display? JS DOM. Okay, if I can uncomment, it's modified as DOM. Actually, where you can see the DOM is uh, in this browser console window. Before the console window you have elements. If you click on elements, yes, this is actually the DOM. Okay, so when I go to body nav tag, see, this anchor tag is added with a text called my name. That's why the name has, you just keep a cursor here, see, it is displaying your name here. Suppose if I don't write this line, then what was that? See, it was JS DOM intro. So when I uncomment, then it is changed to minus. So this is actually called DOM manipulation. You just have to change the DOM structure, so automatically the content is going to change on the page. Okay, fine. Next, if this is the case, and can you tell me how to change the title? I want to change the title also to my name. How to change? First, tell me how to access title. If you say document.title, you can access. You want to change document.title is equal to something, right? Where was title? Yeah, here. If you want to change, what do you do? Document.title. It was JS DOM intro, right? I have to change it. So is equal to, I'm just changing to UiBrains Technologies. So document.title is equal to UiBrains Technologies. Now check. See, you got UiBrains Technologies. Okay, so this is actually you can get the element and change it. To get the element, we have a function called query selector. You can make uh, tag selector, ID selector, and all. And to change, you have inner text. Uh, we just see only inner text. In future, we'll see other things. Okay. Now we have understand little concepts about DOM. Now tell me, we just make some HTML element and we'll do some colors. We'll add some styles also using JavaScript. So let's see how to change the styles and colors also for using JavaScript. So for that, I just do one thing. I just take a division with the h1 tag. Uh, Message nothing. Just take ID MSG. So here, See, I have taken a division with the h1 tag id message. So if you write something good morning, what happens? Good morning has been displayed. So for this one, I want to change this content. Tell me how to change this content. What is this HTML tag? H1 tag. How to access this? Using its ID. Using ID means document.queryCeltrop hash message. Let me access. So h1 tag. How to access this? Let h1 tag is equal to documents.query selector of hash msg. Okay, so if I just say console.log of h1 tag, if I say h1 tag, what happens? You will get the h1 tag. Okay, now tell me I have to change this text. So how to do? H1 tag dot inner text is equal to good evening. What happened? So h1 tags inner text is gonna change to good evening. See, you got a good evening. I just changed to my name. I got my name. Okay, so let's make it good evening. And you can even add some styles also. So let's see, add styles. So how to add styles to the HTML elements is you can do like this: h1 tag dot style dot what property you want. I want background color. One more thing, generally in CSS, how to apply background color? You'll apply background color using background minus color, right? Same thing in JavaScript. What you do is background capital color, because this is like a, it's a variable. You have a camel case to declare a variable, right? We never declare a variable like this. We declare a variable like this. So same story, you have to write this one in JavaScript. So here document sorry, h1 tag dot style dot background color. You can just say background color. See, capital color is equal to lime green. Just check. See, you got lime green color. And then I want to change the text color. So what do you do? Tell me. H1 tag dot style dot color is equal to white. You get white color. And you have to keep the text in the center. So style dot text capital align is gonna be the center. It comes in center. And if you want to give some padding, uh, style dot padding some around 15 pixels. You get some padding. And you want to increase the so font size some 25 pixels or 25 less. Let's make 45 pixels. Okay, more. Let's make some box shadow. You can write box shadow. How we write box shadow? 0 0 some 10 pixels and black. So you get the box shadow. So this is how you can change the styles. Okay, so in this video what we have learned is what is document object model and how to access the elements using different functions, and also how to change the styles and how to change the content we have discussed. The next video we'll see how to do the event handling and how to display our data dynamically on the page. Okay, let's start with event handling in DOM manipulation of JavaScript. So let's meet in the next video. So please subscribe to my channel and we'll meet in the next video. Thank you.